in on this Guardian UFO action. Here's someone most people have actually heard of, which is good in a case like this. Here is Dr. Bruce Maccabee.
It's one of the clearest videos I've seen that show a structured object.
Dr. Bruce Maccabee, a U.S. Navy physicist and photoanalyst, has studied UFOs for years.
And here's the beacon light with a blue light, evidently, a reflection down here on the body of the craft, the outline of the object itself that you can see, some sort of dark lines that appear, some brightness structure indicating something that's generating light is hanging down below the object. It's generating green light as well as blue light. Probably there is other structure in here, which, however, the glare from this bright light is blurring out.
Yeah, the expert really likes it. That's Dr. Bruce Maccabee. Not this other guy.
He sounds really believable.
Not Exler. We can't trust Exler yet.
They love the way that the light reflects off the top of this thing. They're like
blue light.
Well, because it shows it as a dome shape. It's not it's not a trailer. Someone's backing up in there. They would see that, Rob. They'd see the tinfoil in the windows. It would be reflecting off of it. Give it away. It's not happening with this. But look.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I promised earlier, but I'm sorry. This is the last time I'm going to do this. But here is that same clip, but from the Dennis Franzinaverse. And
oh no.
And just check out the musical choices they make here.
And here's the beacon light, the blue light, evidently, a reflection down here on the body of the craft, the outline of the object itself that you can see, some sort of dark lines that appear, some brightness structure indicating something that's generating light is hanging down below the object. It's generating green light as well as blue light. Probably there is other structure in here, which, however, the glare from this bright light is blurring out.
Dr. Maccabee believes that the tape is not a fraud.
It's like there's like Mad Max guitar riffing going on during that same clip.
They've got to fire that person, whoever's in charge of the music choice. They're just going off their personal little collection.
It's like a Ministry remix or something. Yeah, Ministry or Rob Zombie. It's a weird choice. The other one, they were going with some like Brennus Marsalis like funk band or something, and now they've got the Doof Warrior rolling in on his trailer, jamming on his guitar. I promise I won't go back.
Just stick with the ambiance, like just some, atmospheric music. You don't need to go all like edgy and try to scare people with guitars.
Yeah, we will. Nothing is going to compare to that awesome harp strumming that they do, and that just the original theme. There's no touching it. There's nowhere
all
to
the
hear
music
it.
choices.
You can't go anywhere near it.
It just I've never had something that I've done for the show where there is this alternate verse, a complete and absolute copy of the original, just done with a completely different person. It's and different music and different friends. So Dennis Franzina guy.
I'd be insulted if I was Robert Stack, which I know he's no longer with us.
Just play mine. Mine was fine if you're not changing anything. All right, no more sidetracking. Let's appreciate what we have with the good Unsolved Mysteries here. And now there's more words from a known guy, Bruce Maccabee, the guy we knew.
Dr. Maccabee, who believes the tape is not a hoax, was particularly intrigued by the bright, strobing light.
Now, first of all, it's an unusual one because it's blue, and it's very fast. It was running about 7 cycles per second. This is much faster than ordinary flashing beacons on aircraft, for example, that typically run about 1 flash per second or maybe 2 flashes per second. The section of the video which shows the object just sort of appearing over a rise is quite convincing to me. Would be what you would expect if somebody were in the field trying to get closer to it and not knowing how close he could get.
He loves those lights. Those strobe lights going at him. Yeah, that's the thing. Just the one thing I don't understand. It's like he's like, no light could ever shine like that. Like, could you think of one thing that might be able to shine like that light? Like a strobe light that you would buy at Radio Shack, like in the 80s.
Go to a
DJ light? Yeah, DJ light.
Pretty much.
Go to a Halloween store.
I love how he's like, well, first off, it's a blue light. And you just like, you can't get a blue light, like, and make it.
Wait.
You can't make a light
cop
flash
cars don't
that
have
fast.
That at all.
Nobody can ever make a
flashing
light
lights
flash like
work.
that.
Hold on. This is 1991. No light could strobe to the effect that this did. I don't know. Wait, I love this. This is my favorite thing. Why am I shitting on it now? But Maccabee's going to go on, all right? And he's going to describe something now that's very familiar to fans of Ed Walters' Gulf Breeze incident or Dane Cook fans.
And so he turns on his camera while he's walking. He knows he's going to come up over a rise and see it, and you can see in the video farther and farther down until you see the whole device. Suddenly the light coming towards him gets brighter and brighter. You get a great big diffuse reflection or image in the camera, which suggests to me that this object shined a blue beam right at him.
Holy shit, Guardian. He got hit with the blue beam. The blue beam.
Yeah, he got beamed.
Oh, you know what that means. Come on, Dane Cook. Have we ever played that clip?
I've always wanted to be abducted by a UFO.
Abducted by a UFO.
Remember that? Yeah, he talked about the blue beam sucking him up. Yeah, Dane Cook.
It's fine.
That's enough of Backabee, because now we have to go back to the questionable expert, Bob Eckler, who does some good defending of the UFO by trying to rule out a hoax.
It appeared to be so large that it would not be logical to try to set all this up at night under darkness.
Rob.
There would have been evidence during the day of movement, of generators, of somebody hauling cables, maybe a big apparatus or something for that night. Clearly, if there was a hoax involved, Diane would have seen evidence of it in advance.
Yeah, Rob. She would have seen that trailer. What are you trying to pull here?
I don't know, man. She doesn't really. She pays attention to the whole field, everything that's going on out there all the time. They couldn't sneak in there and set something up.
Who gets the feeling that Bob is Guardian right now when he says this? Like the way he's like, "Oh, there's no way it could have been set up." I mean, she's entirely way too smart. Like, I don't know.
That's true.
It's like almost like the John Teeter lawyer. It's like, you know everything about him. You're him. You're him, right? Why do you know all this?
It's an
Why is he sending it
inside
to you?
job. I get you.
You've never been on TV before. Why are you all of a sudden on TV? You love UFOs.
Well, yeah, but that would be the obvious
years.
thing to do, to, hide in plain sight. Like, I don't know. She just doesn't seem like she's making it up. And as far as like who Guardian is, I don't think that that's even the important part, because, who cares? They still saw something very credible, and she saw it, and what is on the videotape is undeniable.
That's true. Another part. Yeah, what, Rob?
I'm trying to think, like, what could the scenario be that maybe... So if it say, scenario one, it is a hoax, and some people have set up something out there, like, was their goal to make this thing look weird so that she would see it from her window? Was that, like, a vital... Or was it that Guardian was their film... Like, the whole point was to get the Guardian video footage, and they didn't realize that she would see it,
Yeah, what would it be if it was fake? Was it filmed separately and then reenacted in front of her house? And to explain it, I mean, we've tried to in this, and you can find this video, and we'll put a link to it, but it's basically, you see like a ring of flares in this video, and then what she describes, like a ship coming down with that trippy strobe light, and the blue beam hits Guardian in the face, as Bruce Maccabee claims. It was just a blue light just kind of like reflected for a second, and he was like, that's clearly a beam. It's a beam. And it got Guardian.
I can tell from this distance. It's a beam.
But the weird part of the incident, which has a lot of weird things in it, is those fire rings. There's UFOs. There's mysterious informants. There's videotapes with fingerprints. But it also has another classic element to stories: black helicopters.
Oh, shit.
In a puzzling coincidence, low-flying helicopters have cruised over West Carlton regularly since the August 91 incident. According to Labanek and other local residents, the helicopters are black, green, or maroon in color. They are unmarked with darkly tinted windows. The Canadian military denies any involvement in this incident. Where the helicopters come from and what they are searching for remains a mystery.
And that's why it's on Unsolved Mysteries.
Helicopter mysteries.
Helicopter rides. Yeah, the Canadian government they come out a lot publicly about UFO sightings, much more than the U.S. government does, and they usually seem pretty honest about what happened. Canada seems like a more honest country, especially even their government, and they deny that they have helicopters flying that low in this area. So those helicopters that showed up after, what are they there for? Maybe they're checking out, like... First off, why would a UFO need like a ring of fire? Why is that? It's strange.
For protection, duh.
Does it need? Is it looking for another one that crashed? Maybe the helicopters are looking for both of them. Like I said, a lot of fun stuff. That's why I got so sucked into this story. Yeah, we don't know. We don't know.
We don't know.
Well, with the government saying that it's not them, all right, expert Bob lays this one on us. 12 years experience.
Either this is one extraordinary elaborate hoax, a military operation on private property.
What?
Or something that's very unusual in the UFO category, something suggesting perhaps non-human technology.
Yeah, he's really concerned with the private property issue of alien landings. That's my favorite part of that.
They don't know. They don't care they don't care who owns what land. They're just
alien ships from beyond our galaxy landing on Earth on private property, might I add. This is not the Walmart parking lot. Well, which is also technically... Where can UFOs go that isn't private property?
The beach? No, not
park?
Even then.
No, international waters.
It depends.
We mentioned it on a Patreon episode that Target is a reasonable place for a UFO to land.
It is.
It's a target.
It's literally a target. Well, where else would you go?
I kind of like that. Yeah.
I like that too.
Anywhere with a giant H in a circle, like a helipad, like, okay, that's our spot.
Still
I don't know. You
property.
Would land anywhere where you have enough space to land.
Sure. So the other mystery, amongst the other 7 mysteries here, which is a great choice for Unsolved Mysteries. There's a lot of mysteries here. But the biggest one is, who or what is Guardian? We don't know.
We don't know.
Do we?
We don't know. No, we don't.
The key to the entire episode lies with a person using the name Guardian. The presence of this mysterious informant in a remote field late at night, with video camera in hand, just in time for a UFO sighting, can hardly be ascribed to luck. According to Bob Exler, whether the event was real or an elaborate hoax, Guardian had prior knowledge that it was going to happen.
I think Guardian has to be connected to the event in some way. I don't see any way Guardian could have just happened onto this. I don't see Guardian as a UFO investigator. Guardian is much more involved in this than the evidence even suggests, in my opinion.
Guardian.
Every time they say Guardian.
Don't. You will die. That is a crazy clip. Yeah, they are really wrapped up in Guardian. Yeah, but who is Guardian? What is Guardian? Why is Guardian? And
yeah, let's just look at the freaking footage. Who cares?
Who is this madman hanging out in fields, taping things and sending them to people with his putting his fingerprint on it? Not smart, Guardian. You want to be secret.
Yeah, well, maybe they want to be found.
That dude is like, either this guy caused this hoax, or this guy's involved with this shit and knows these aliens and knew they were coming.
That's an alien fingerprint.
How does Guardian know that aliens are landing in a yard? How does he know?
And are they really guarding us? Is that a Guardian, or is it just...
He's not helping her. He's just filming it, and he doesn't send it till 6 months later. You know, people now, they want to call it a hoax, but the problem is, like you said earlier, Drea, that Diane Lavenack is just very believable. You know, much like Parker and Hickson, she's very trusted. But what about the other stuff in that package with the VHS tape? What else was in there besides this tape?
A map.
But purported military documents that arrived with a videotape raised serious questions about Guardian's credibility. Among other preposterous claims, the papers allege far-reaching conspiracies involving UFOs, Red China, and nuclear weapons.
Yeah, there we go. Now the story really has everything. Now we got some conspiracies. We got China. We got nuclear weapons. See? Getting better.
Wow. Yeah.
So it's Alex Jones, possibly. Yeah. Guardian. Sounds like he's Alex Jones a little bit.
Yeah, that's kind of like now it makes it seem like this is somebody who found an inn and okay, good, they're interested in this. Well, now that I have you here, what do you think about chemtrails?
Right. Oh, he's got it all hooked in some more. But, Robert Stack and Unsolved Mysteries, they don't want to delve further into this whole China thing, but do y'all want to?
Sure. Absolutely.
Hell yeah, let's dive into China. Let's do it.
All right, we're going in. Look, and this is from a MUFON report. An envelope with some documents that mentioned a conspiracy between the Chinese and gray aliens that are planning to take over the world arrived first. Then came a Polaroid photograph of a UFO flying across an unidentified road. A while later came a black and white picture of a gray-type alien. The fourth delivery in the series was a package. It contained the now infamous VHS videotape with a green label on the cassette with a thumbprint in the word Guardian printed on the label. Drink. There were also 3 playing cards in the package, all with handwritten notes on them. An ace, king, and joker. A photocopied map showing the Gray's landing area, along with notes explaining that the flares in the video were used to help the UFO, which can outmaneuver anything on the planet, fly under the radar, and know where to land. There were also Canadian Department of National Defense documents enclosed, which, upon later investigation, proved to be forgeries. Oh no, it's fake.
No, that's not.
It's not looking
fake.
good right now.